I was strolling through these TikTok streets, and I came across this lady's video, and she was talking about how she got to stock up on ammo and stuff like that. And the reason she was saying it was because she said she went in a gas station or something, and she had like a political shirt on or whatever. And anyway, one of the guys had said something, having a conversation about, you know, if the world just went to shits, like if shit like popped off over here and the world went to shits, how he was like, he was gonna be kicking in doors to take his shit. Yeah, he was kicking in doors to take his shit from people, like whatever. He just gonna be taking shit from other people, put it like that. And so she was like, you know, she need to stock up on some ammo. And I got to thinking, I'm like, what do we really think gonna happen if the world do go shits, right? Because like they say that, say for instance, if we used to have a blackout, like right now they said we used to have a complete blackout and no electricity, we'll be done for in 6 months. Because half of us don't have survival skills. We ain't prepared for anything like that. So in 6 months we're gonna be done for. Grocery stores gonna stop moving, they're gonna be ran through grocery stores. You gonna have no freight coming in and out, so you're gonna pretty much be done. That's why I say they put shit in plain sight. Like these movies, The Walking Dead, any zombie movie, any movie where you gotta survive is pretty much a guideline, a guidebook to survival. Just remove the goddamn zombie.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshua, Ba'ashim Kakodash, the 100 apostles, and the Ishmael Stone for giving us this truth, and blessed be to the elect. Y'all not gonna know what to do when shit hits the fan. And hey, she mentioned about The Walking Dead, which I gotta say, hey man, it's a good TV show, man. You know, which if you haven't watched The Walking Dead, hey, I recommend you to watch it. You know, from I say season 1 through season 8 or 9. You know, that's when it peaked. Cause really, the rest of the season, man, it was just extra, man, extra bullshit. And of course, you know, they had to add, you know, the momos. But really, I say season 1 through, 8 or 9 was really when it was at its best, you know. But hey, man, you took away all the zombies. Hey, man, that's what Jacob's show was gonna look like, man. You know, people in groups taking each other's shit, food, water, resources, canned goods, you name it. These are the times that we are coming into, man. But I'm gonna continue the video.
Remove the Walking Dead people from out of the Walking Dead. Remove all of the walkers out of the Walking Dead. All you got is a guidebook for survival. That whole series, that's all the fucking was showing you. It's how to survive when the world goes shit. Because you gotta think about it. You're gonna have people that's going to be trying to build and rebuild and barter and stuff like that. And then you're gonna have people that's gonna click up and gonna be like, yeah, y'all can do all that.
And they don't make these movies or TV shows for nothing, man. Black Summer. I believe the movie was called The Road. There's also a movie by Will Smith. I forgot the title of that movie. But hey, man, there's a lot of movies, TV shows, man. That goes into, apocalypse. Even these video games, man. The end of the world. And hey, man, especially The Walking Dead. These people, hey, man, when you watch that series, man, hey, you see a lot of savages, man. A lot of people eating each other. It's crazy, man. But hey, these are times that we are coming into.
Shit. But I'm gonna get the same like-minded people, and we're gonna come take your shit. We're gonna become bullies. We kicking in doors. Whatever you get is ours, and who's gonna stop us? So if we was to have a blackout, it go completely dark, and you the only one on your street with a generator, and I'm gonna say you got a solar generator. It don't even make noise. You ain't got the one to run on gas. Let's just say you just got the solar powered generator. You ain't gonna be able to have your lights on. You the only one with lights on that street. Not for long, because somebody gonna come kick your door in and take your shit once they run out of food and realize, oh, y'all still got electricity in me, you still got food in me, you still got frozen food in your house or whatever. You got something they want. Oh, they coming in. So you ain't gonna be flicking your lights on all willy-nilly. You gonna be running that motherfucker like you ain't got no lights either. You gonna be keeping the lights off. You gonna be trying to hide your generator if it's in the house or outside. And if you got one that run off gas, you ain't finna have that motherfucker running. Because guess what? People are finna be coming. Because at the end of the day, it's survival of the fittest. And may the best man win. And people never really know what they would do when they get in survival mode. You're gonna do whatever the fuck you gotta do to survive. I had an uncle, rest his soul, that was in the Vietnam War. And it messed him up really, really bad, y'all. I'm talking about really, really bad. But he ended up passing away during COVID, caught COVID, and he passed away. But he used to have flashbacks. What he had PTSD, whatever they call it stuff. He used to have flashbacks. He was on medication and everything. But when he would tell us the stories, he would talk about how they was in that rainforest jungle or wherever the hell they was at in Vietnam, and when they ran out of food, and when they was just in the deep of the jungle, he told me they was eating worms, beetles, whatever they could eat, turtles. He said he never thought he would ever put something like that in his mouth. But when you starving and you try to survive,
yeah, it's all fun and games until the Lord strips away all your comforts. You know? Hey, man, it's gonna get better out here, man. You know? Which is gonna lead to, kinsmom. You know? People eating each other, man. Because, hey, there's no more food on the table. No more food in the refrigerator. You know? No more food in their plate. Hey, man, it is going to get bad out here. Jeremiah 30 verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be safe out of it, and that he is somebody elect. Because, hey, even though it's going to be hell at the day, the Lord is going to make sure his elect are good. Scripture says, my servants shall eat and drink, you know. And guess what? We are going to be eating real food, not these, you know, little snacks. Nah, man, real food, man. Like that movie, Leave the World Behind. You know, that little girl, when she entered into that house, hey, there were gallons of water bottles. You know, all kind of stuff, man, that you can think of. I haven't watched the movie in a long time, but I know there was a lot of stuff, man. You know, bag of chips, you know, I think ice cream. So, hey, man, she had a lot of stuff, man, you know, in that house that she can eat. And I believe she also had power, you know, to watch I think, what was it, a movie? I forgot. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I know when she entered into that house, hey, she was amazed on what she's seen. And hey, that is going to be the elect, man. You see, all y'all that's stocking up on food, water, guess what? All that is going for the elect. Okay? So everything that you're stocking on, that's for the elect, man. Not you. But anyways, this is 2nd Esdras 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall snap and fight against another, and swords in their hands. The GUN. For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able martial law. You best believe these devils are going to declare martial law. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. 2 Ezra 8 and verse 50 in the GNTA translation. Hey, you arrogant, proud of the efforts, it is going to be y'all that's gonna suffer the most. So again, verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with a sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Not only is there going to be a famine of the word, but also a famine of bread, a lack of bread. Hey man, people are going to be taking each other's shit, man. It is gonna get ugly out here, man. A lot of gunshots, a lot of screaming, a lot of shouting, a lot of windows, being broken, Hey man, it is gonna get ugly out here, man. Especially when it comes to Eve, man. She gonna be screaming crazy, man. A lot of home invasions, people in groups taking each other's shit. Hey man, it is going to get bad out here, man. Glass shattering, alarms. Hey man, it is fun to get ugly, man. Not to mention when society becomes a lawless society, hey man, you can have these savages, man. Out here wilding out here, man. Women getting ravished. Not only the women, but also the men. Cause hey, these crazy people, that are behind bars, hey, they are going to escape, man. And hey, the Lord is going to put a cold spirit on these individuals, man. To do some of the most craziest shit, man. Not only these people, but also these animals. The lions, the tigers, the cheetahs, the hyenas, the jaguars, the bears. Remember, between the black man and the black bear, y'all choose the black bear. So keep that same energy, man. I think that's Jeremiah, the 15th chapter. When it goes into the animals. Hey man, these animals are going to fuck you up, man. And guess what? They are going to be hungry as well too. So hey man, y'all not gonna know what to do when shit hits the fan. You people gonna lose it, man. You see, it's all fun and games until shit hits the fan. It's all fun and games until things don't go your way. You see, when the Lord strips away all your comforts, then what? What you gonna do then? No more cell phones, no more going to Target, Walmart, Publix, Kmart, if that place still exists. Giants, BJ's. What you gonna do then? Sam's Club. What you gonna do, man? When the Lord strips away all your comforts. Because, hey, man, it is fun to get bad out here. So with that, I pray this video is edifying. So with that, I say shalom.